So, right here, Chicago Sky's Angel Reese sounds off about entitlement. And I was like, what is she going to be talking about here? She's deciding to call the fans entitled. Unbelievable.
So right here, Chicago Sky's Angel Reese sounds off about entitlement. And I thought, what's she going to say now? She's actually calling the fans entitled. Unreal. Angel Reese is back in the headlines, but it's not because of her game. Nope. This time it's her words doing the damage, and people are just stunned.
Reese is giving terrible advice to potential fans and followers. Absolutely. This league is claiming it wants to be popular, and it wants to generate interest. And you've got an actual player, supposed to be the supposed second most popular player in the league, crapping all over fans that have taken an interest in players.
She's demanding superstar money while acting like she's above criticism. Seriously, she wants franchise-level pay, but doesn't want the responsibility that comes with it. So now you have to wonder, is Angel trying to be an elite athlete, or is she just pretending to be basketball royalty?
Be feeling too entitled, thinking y'all's opinions matter about someone else's life instead of minding your own business. I promise you win at life when you just live your own life and mind your own business. I promise. I don't give a rat's about that statement, right?
It's a total contrast to how superstar Caitlin Clark treats fans. If you're a CC supporter, drop it in the comments. Let's go. Reese is giving out horrible advice to fans and followers. Exactly. The league claims it wants to grow and bring in new attention, but then you have one of its most talked about players disrespecting the fans who actually care.
The ones coming this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us. No, they are.
Who's that?
I'm hurt. They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are. I need to get in the. I need to get in the field. You need to come to the meetings. I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sit out. That's a possibility for real.
And don't think this was just a slip-up. Let's be clear. This wasn't some throwaway comment. What Reese said could be one of the biggest barriers to the WNBA's future growth. So now the real question is this. Is Angel Reese pushing for change in the sport, or is she just stirring up controversy and calling it activism? Stick around, because when you hear the full picture, you'll say, oh, so this is what's really going on. You all feel too entitled, thinking your opinions matter about someone else's life. Mind your business. That was her message. She doubled down, saying, I don't care.
What are we doing here? These players in this league do not want this league to grow. Again, they want it to grow under their circumstances only. Women's basketball is finally getting attention, and now that it's getting attention, it's not the right kind of attention. Cry me a river. I mean, really, what are we doing?
That line right there. And here's where it gets crazier. Angel Reese doesn't even hold an official role within the WNBA Players Association. She's not on the union's board, not on the negotiation team. Yet, she's making big claims about striking. Like she's speaking for every player. She's positioning herself like she's the voice of the WNBA without any of the actual duties.
This is wild. This is a wild statement. You are a professional athlete. You are in the limelight. You have chosen to put yourself out there, which means you are open to criticism, and you're open to hearing things you aren't going to like. About your play, about how you conduct yourself, all of it. It is part of being a celebrity, a sports star, whatever. There's no amount of, well, we're going to call it online hate. Nah, it's criticism.
Imagine being a legit union rep and hearing a rookie making public threats about walkouts. These rookies coming in this year are still on rookie deals. The next group, they'll be making more than us. That's a fact. I've been in the meetings. They're going to get more. We need to be there too. You gotta show up to the meetings. Because what we're hearing is, if we don't get what we want, we might strike. That's seriously on the table. women's basketball has been fighting for its moment, and now that it's finally in the spotlight, the headlines are being overtaken by drama.
She believes a new record would be set. Quote, first, it's the Fever versus the Chicago Sky. Wonder why they did that, Bird said. We have not seen Caitlin Clark play in a long time, okay? And it's against Angel Reese. So my guess, we're going to see like 3+ million viewers, which I'm sure will smash some kind of a record.
Angel Reese recently claimed that she's the reason the sport is growing. While the WNBA should be celebrating progress, Reese is making it all about herself. It's less about raising the sport and more about making sure the spotlight stays on her. Instead of highlighting teamwork and progress, she's framing it as a personal battle for control.
Reese has recently been in the headlines for threatening a potential strike in the WNBA if negotiations during the next CBA don't go as players hope. Reese thinks women in the WNBA deserve higher pay. Some fans are afraid to strike. A strike could hurt the momentum the WNBA has built in popularity. When Reese and Caitlin Clark entered the league, it will kill this league. It will kill it. If they go on strike, it's a wrap.
And fans? They're tired. The league is trying to move forward, and Angel is just dragging it backward. It's like some players don't want the league to grow unless it's under their exact terms. Women's hoops is finally being recognized, and this is the kind of attention it's getting? Come on. The issue isn't that Angel had an opinion. It's how she reacted when people responded. At this level, criticism comes with the territory. More exposure equals more opinions. That's just how it goes. But instead of handling it like a professional,
Reese uses her platform on social media and her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, to publicly espouse those beliefs. Reese recently suggested that she's different in person. Quote, the funniest thing people say to me is, wow, you're so nice in person. It's crazy the way you're portrayed online. I just laughed and say, yeah, I did a video about that. And you know what? A lot of fans said, you know what? We don't believe anybody ever told you that. Sorry. And look, you know what that is? That's a fan's opinion, and they can have.
She attacked the critics as if their views don't count. That backlash, it did more harm than the original criticism. In elite sports, true stars shine under pressure. They don't crack. Reese needs to understand that influence brings expectations, and only those who accept that thrive. This is wild. You're a pro athlete. You're in the spotlight. You chose to be there, which means people will judge your play, your behavior, everything. That's the price of fame. You can't hide behind online hate. It's criticism. It's real. All eyes are now on the matchup everyone's waiting for: Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky.
In a post on X Wednesday, Reese promised her followers that they'd be better off minding their own business. Wow. Would they be better off turning the TV off when your game is on? I mean, I'm starting to wonder, hey, would we be better off turning the TV off when you're on? See what happens to them good old ratings? It doesn't matter if you're not playing Caitlin Clark. Nobody's watching you anyway.
On one side, Caitlin Clark, the generational star everyone wants to see. On the other, Angel Reese, the lightning rod for controversy. This isn't just another game. It's a showdown between two opposite brands. One built on performance, the other on provocation. Add Caitlin's return, and analysts are projecting over 3 million viewers. This isn't just a matchup. It's a defining moment for the league. She predicts a record-setting game. It's Fever versus Sky. Wonder why they picked that. Bird said, we haven't seen Caitlin Clark in a while, and she's playing Angel Reese. That's why we're expecting record viewership. But it's more than just numbers. It's symbolic.
This league is claiming it wants to be popular, and it wants to generate interest. And you've got an actual player, supposed to be the supposed second most popular player in the league, crapping all over fans that have taken an interest in players. As part of that, you're going to get positive feedback and negative feedback. That's life. That's life. As a sports player, especially.
Caitlin represents greatness through effort. She delivers, uplifts, and stays focused. Reese, on the other hand, brings noise, more talk than substance. And when they hit the court, the difference will be obvious. Then, Angel dropped another bomb, calling fans entitled. Seriously, instead of welcoming the people lifting up the sport, she's calling them names. You'd think someone who says they want to grow the game would try not to push fans away. But no, Reese went after the very people helping the league stay afloat. She's even been threatening a strike if contract talks don't go the way players want. That has some fans worried. A strike could destroy the momentum the WNBA is building. Caitlin and Angel just entered the league and it suddenly halts? That would be disastrous. This isn't just bad PR, it's dangerous timing. Fans are everything. Gratitude isn't optional, it's the job. Alienating your audience doesn't just hurt your brand, it stalls league progress. And then came the big one, her strike threat. Just as the WNBA gains steam, Reese is ready to walk off the court unless she gets more money. No one's saying the pay is fair, but bringing this up now? That's reckless. Caitlin Clark and other rising stars are working hard to build something. Angel looks like she's trying to hit the brakes. One wrong move could ruin everything. Reese uses her platform, including her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, to express these views. She claims people don't understand her. Quote, "The funniest thing people say is, 'Wow, you're so nice in person. Online, it's different.' I just laugh. But fans aren't buying it. Many say, 'No one told you that. That's a trust issue. Words won't fix it. In today's world, your actions define your image. You can't just say, "You've got me wrong," and expect people to believe it. You have to prove it.' Angel wants to control how she's seen, but fans, cameras, and headlines shape that image. Right now, the version of Angel Reese the public sees doesn't match what she's claiming. In a post on X, Reese told fans to mind their business. Harsh. Should they turn off the TV when you play too? Maybe they should. If that happened, where would the ratings go? Let's be real. If it's not a Caitlin Clark game, few are watching Angel Reese. She keeps insulting the fans who fuel this league. Telling fans to mind their business isn't tough love. It's a slap in the face to the people keeping the WNBA alive. She forgets that her platform, salary, and fame come from fans who buy tickets, watch games, and support the league. If they really stopped watching, those ratings would tank fast. Most of those viewers are tuning in for Caitlin Clark. Without her, Angel's draw wouldn't even register. Fans aren't background noise. They are the engine. Offend them, and you're cutting off your own future. This league says it wants to grow. And yet, one of its biggest stars is tearing down the fans who actually care. In pro sports, feedback, good and bad, is part of the deal. That's life. Reese has only distanced herself further with harsh words and aggressive pushback. Saying you don't care and telling people to stay out of your business shows a deep misunderstanding of how sports works. Athletes don't live in isolation. Their careers are shaped by fan interaction, criticism, and praise alike. You don't have to agree with every post, but dismissing the audience, that's how you become irrelevant. More attention means more money, and that means you need thicker skin. The spotlight brings pressure from all sides. Shutting out fans doesn't bring peace, it brings distance and eventually irrelevance. It's shocking. Mind your business, fans. Don't criticize us, but still watch us. We've heard this before from WNBA players, and it's a losing message. Unless Caitlin Clark plays, there are no packed stands, no ratings, no buzz. Angel Reese, without realizing it, is becoming an obstacle to the very progress the league is working toward. Instead of bringing people in, she's pushing them away. In pro sports, your image affects everyone: your teammates, your league, your future. Every comment, interview, and post adds to the bigger picture. If that picture pushes fans out, the damage spreads fast. It's crazy. Some WNBA players don't want casual fans or mainstream attention. But guess what? Sports fans criticize everything: NFL, NBA, MLB. You want big money? Then toughen up. Ironically, this attention on the WNBA is Reese's biggest chance. More viewers mean more sponsors, more opportunities. But by clashing with fans, she's blocking her own future. This is business. Popularity equals profit. Angel Reese stands at a crossroads. Will she help grow the WNBA, or be the reason it stalls? Meanwhile, the Liberty and Aces will face off 3 times on major networks. Fever versus Sky happens 5 times. Indiana's been selling out everywhere. 6 teams even switched arenas when the Fever come to town. While Reese is arguing with fans, Caitlin Clark is carrying the league like a gym bag. Everyone knows it, even her rivals know it. That's why almost every Clark game is broadcast nationally. Everyone's watching. Whether they love her or not, they're watching. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing, she's transforming the league. The WNBA has fought for years to go mainstream. Now they've got a walking highlight reel doing just that.